Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name's Mac and I make travel videos from all over the world. And in this video, we're here in the beautiful and bustling city of over 500,000 people in Lisbon, Portugal. And today's video, we're gonna take you through the city and show you 10 things that you need to see. Let's go check out the first one.
Okay, so we are at spot number 1 of things to see in Lisbon. This is St. George's Castle. It dates all the way back to around the 11th century, and you can see it from pretty much anywhere in the city. It's on top of one of the 7 hills of Lisbon and has incredible views of the entire city.
So guys, we just got down here to the second location to see Lisbon here, and we're at Commerce Square. This place is like just a huge open area, as you can probably see, that has everything from restaurants to statues. This huge passageway that kind of is like the opening into Lisbon, it looks like, with restaurants and everything down the street there. And then when you look the other way here, you can go ahead and see nice views of all the ferries coming in and boats on the water.
So now we're at our third spot of the day of things to see when in Lisbon, the Mercado de RIBEIRA. It is a market that has 2 stories. The ground floor is actually open at 6 a.m. and it sells fresh produce, fruits and veg. And then the second floor is a market where they have food stalls of every different kind of food you could want or imagine, from sushi to burgers to steak to pizza. It's a really cool vibe, as you can see behind me and from the footage. They have beer stalls in the middle, drink stalls, wine, liquor, Aperol spritzes, places where you can sit at communal tables and enjoy your food and drink. It's a really, really cool place. Definitely recommend it if you're in Lisbon. So now we're on the Pink Street, which it sounds like is one of the most famous streets in Lisbon. But about 8 years ago, this isn't necessarily a place that you would have wanted to go. It was one of the seediest parts of town, where Lisbon's oldest brothel actually thrived here. But since then, they have redone the entire area, painted the street pink, and filled it with really cute restaurants, cafes, making it a place where tourists and locals alike flock to.
All right, guys, now we're moving from the Pink Street onto our next destination, and this is gonna be a long 2-mile trek, 40 minutes, but we're gonna do it just in time to catch the sunset here, so we'll see you guys when we get up there. Here's a good reminder why we are walking and not taking an Uber or a streetcar, because in Portugal there's just always something going on. Right now we just came across some amazing street performers playing like the top songs on instruments, so that was really cool. But we'll see you guys there. We have another 20-something minutes to go till we get up there. All right, because we're in a hurry, I switched over to my phone here, but make sure when you're coming to this spot, you make a pit stop at the store to pick up a nice bottle. Only €4 for this one here, to take up to the sunrise right at the top. Sunset, to take up to the sunset right at the top. Up there. We're like 8 minutes out, no, like 6 minutes out. But this is the hardest part of it because it's the most uphill. We get one teaser viewpoint up here, and then we're almost up there. But it's worth it. There's the teaser. It's a reminder we're close. So guys, after a 2-mile hike up there, still completely out of breath right now because it was like the last 10 minutes was uphill, but so worth it when you see how beautiful this sunset is. This is spot number 5 on places in Lisbon to see, so check this out. It's unbelievably beautiful. such a beautiful sunset, right? We found this place because our good friend Luis, who we used to work with back in the United States, he lives here out in Portugal now, and we met him for a drink. And we were here last night, except we didn't have any of our cameras with us, so we were like, all right, we're gonna make this hike once again, just because it was that amazing, and it's just as surreal as it was the day before. So this time though, we grabbed a bottle of wine on our way up, and that is definitely adding to the experience. Morning after this amazing sunset we saw last night, and we're gonna move on to the next 5 things we're seeing in Lisbon. And we're starting out in Belem, and in order to get here, it's a little bit further from the downtown. We were going to be a little crazy and walk, but we got about 20 minutes in and then decided, all right, let's catch a bus. And there's a few ways just from observing all of the transportation going. You can hop in one of the streetcars, you can take the tram, you can take the city bus. We hopped in the city bus, €2 to get down here. And then now we're having a nice little espresso, ham and cheese, and some good stuff before we take you guys to see what are the 5 things for today.
So we are about to try a nata pastry. It's pastilha de nata, or something like that in Portuguese. It's one of, or the most famous pastry, or it's most well known in Portugal. Nice and gooey. It's like a custard tart. Very flaky crust. Oh, cold in the middle. And they say it's better with cinnamon. I'm gonna try a bite first without cinnamon just to see. Here we go. So guys, we are now at spot number 6 of things to see when in Lisbon. This is the Jeronimos, again, pardon my pronunciation, monastery. So it actually started out as a church back in the 1800s, and then they turned it into a monastery. And then now it is a couple of museums. So we're not gonna try to go into the museums right now. As you can see, there's a nice long line. So we probably recommend getting here a little earlier in the day, not only to hopefully beat the lines, but also because it's pretty hot today. I mean, it's only upper 80s, 90s, but when you're walking around, you can definitely feel the heat.
Just a short 13-minute walk to our next destination here. So we'll see you guys once we get there in about half a mile. So we just made it to our 7th spot after we thought to be was going to be a short walk, but it felt so much longer because it was just so hot. So keep in mind, bring some water with you and a fan, because if there's not a nice breeze like there finally is right now, you're going to be working up a storm. Anyways guys, the 7th spot we're at here is the Tower of BELEM. This is a 16th century beautiful old tower that is honestly, like, if you want the best Instagram in Portugal, this could be in the running for it. It's a beautiful tower right here on the water. It was used as like a fortress way back in the day, and then now it's just this amazing landmark that you've probably seen in photos before of Portugal. So let's go take a peek at it. We just teleported to the train station. No, just kidding. We caved. Instead of taking the bus back for €2 each, we were like, all right, we're gonna be pretty short on time, so let's go ahead and just hop in an Uber, which was €8, so it was only €4 more. And it's making sure that we're seeing Sintra, which is going to be our number 8 destination. It is obviously a little bit further outside of Lisbon, but we still consider it one of the 10 places to see because there's so much to do. So we'll see you guys there on the train.
Alright guys, so we just got on the train to Sintra, which is an area in northwest Lisbon that is known for its numerous castles and palaces. It's about an hour train ride from the city center of Lisbon, and €5 round trip, so really not bad. We've heard really good things. It's been recommended by pretty much everyone, so we're really excited to check it out. number 8 spot of things to see in Lisbon. We're actually in the city of Sintra, which is known for having castles, palaces, a bunch of mansions. It's one of the wealthiest portions of Lisbon. So there's a lot to see in Sintra. Currently, we are at the Palace de PENA, which is this amazing, colorful, it's just indescribable how beautiful this palace is. It's usually 14 euros for a ticket per person, but they also have a park, but that was closed today, so they were offering a discount on palace tickets. So we got them for 650 euros a piece. So this castle is so unique in comparison to other castles we've seen before. It actually used to be a monastery, and then they turned it into a palace, and people actually lived in this castle until the early 1900s, which is pretty crazy to think about. There is an inside tour, but no photos were allowed, so unfortunately we can't show you any of that, but I would think this is enough to show you that it's definitely one of the top 10 things to see in Lisbon.
So guys, you just saw the most, in my opinion, amazing castle I have ever seen here. So colorful, so beautiful, and we're at just the right time to head back into Lisbon right now with the sunset, and we're going to show you the last 2 things here to finish off the video. So we'll see you guys back in Lisbon. So guys, we just got back downtown here in Lisbon, and unfortunately we're not at spot number 9 here. We got back a little bit later than expected. We took the train back, and as you can see, it is pretty dark out, but what number 9 was going to be, which is kind of like encompassing quite a bit, which is going around on the streetcars. So take a streetcar and you'll see all of Lisbon, and it's kind of that picture perfect moment to really get that overall experience of what the city looks like. So guys, the good news is at nighttime we can show you number 10, so we're gonna head on over there right now. Let's go.
Alright guys, so we are now in spot number 10 of things to see in Lisbon. We're actually in the neighborhood of BAIRRO Alto, which is like the old city in Lisbon. And it's full, as you can see, of restaurants, bars, really fun decorations in the streets. The atmosphere here is always lively. It's a blast. You have to come here if you're in Lisbon.
So guys, that wraps up our 10 things to see when you're here in Lisbon, Portugal. Now for us, we're gonna go check out BAIRRO Alto. So we'll see you guys later. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.